Welcome back to the channel. We're on to the next step of the Harbor Freight trailer build. If you caught the last part of this, just kind of went over the introduction for this project and removed the old rotten piece of wood that was on here for a deck. Today I'm going to get this thing cleaned up, pressure wash it off, and remove the old wiring, probably remove the old lights, and get ready to start rebuilding this thing. So stick along. Okay, so I got this thing pressure washed off. You can see all the gunk came off of this thing. Just gonna make it a little easier to work with, a little easier to work on. Get all the junk off of it. A lot of dirt, a lot of mud stuck on it, caked in all these little grooves and channels. So this trailer's been painted black. You can see the original red paint. All these Harbor Freight trailers are generally red when you get them at the store. And you can see the red paint coming through. Probably going to touch that up. Just get a rattle can, touch those up. Not that I really care what it's going to look like that much, because it's going to be a yard trailer. But just to keep it, well, I do care a little bit, I guess. If it's worth doing, it's worth doing halfway right, I guess, right? But also to help it from corroding. There's a couple places where even the red paint is starting to flake off down in the channel there. Some places here on the axle where the paint's flaking off of it, so probably hit these with a wire brush or the wire wheel and clean those up and just dab them with some spray cans. Probably gonna take these fenders off. Let me zoom out a little bit here. These things are pretty flimsy. I'm not sure if I'm gonna need them with a yard trailer here. Take them off, sand them down. I may weld them back on to the frame here. Or I may just leave them off. Haven't decided yet on that, but the way they are, they're kind of flimsy, and since they're there, they kind of get in the way, and they I can see myself wanting to step on it to get up in the trailer and breaking it off. So probably best just to get those out of there completely, or attach them a little bit more securely. Gonna remove these old lights. See, this one's cracked, bracket's bent, this one's cracked. This one up here is completely, that one's completely cracked off. So I'm just gonna remove all the wiring and the lights for now. I've got a light kit, and may put lights on it, may not, with it just being a yard trailer. This has got a 2-inch regular ball coupler up in the front. That's in good shape. We can keep that. Safety chains are in good shape. So a little bit of grass in there. And so you can see here, 1,980 pounds gross vehicle weight rating, 1,980 pounds gross axle weight rating. I think this would be the, what they call the Super Duty version of their 4x8 trailer. It's got, you notice, it's got the 5-lug wheels instead of the 4-lug wheels that you typically see them with. It's also, what's unique about this is instead of having the bolt-on stake pockets, it's got built-in stake pockets into the frame. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I think I like the bolt-on ones better, but this is what's here, so this is what I'm probably going to work with. No need in bolting more on. You can see all the pieces have those cutouts for the stake pockets, but typically you see these with the bolt-on stake pockets that go on the outside here, that kind of sit on here like that for your stake pockets, and this is solid. So that's unique about this. Also, this one, what's up, Pokey? That guy might have chewed these wires. You never know with these dogs. But anyways, also what's unique about this is this trailer, it's a Harbor Freight 4x8 trailer, but it's not the folding trailer. It doesn't have the hinge in the middle. Doesn't have the hinge in the middle there, and it doesn't have the stand that's typically right here when you fold it up to stand it up and roll it around and store it in your garage. So I'm pretty sure this is what they marketed this as, the Super Duty trailer, a little while back, that didn't fold and didn't have the stand. The tag on the tongue says it's got that 1,980 pound gross weight rating. So it's almost a 2,000 pound trailer. Don't know if I would put 2,000 pounds or even close to 2,000 pounds on this. See, it's a little shimmy in the shake there. But and I don't know what else would make this different than the standard Harbor Freight trailer, which I think carries about a 1,200 pound rating. But again, I don't really care. I'm just going to use it around my property for hauling brush, mulch, stuff like that. There's the other. So the next step in the build, I'm going to start cleaning up the junk off of it. You can see, got the lights off of it. Going to start taking the fenders and the brackets off. You can see just these things are junk. Go ahead and throw those away. Next thing I'm going to do is take these brackets for the lights off and take the fenders and the fender mounting brackets off. Okay, got the fenders and the fender brackets off. You can see this is the way the mounting holes were. I had to take the wheels off to get to the mounting holes, but I'm glad that I took these off. You can see this mounting bracket has been trapping moisture up against the frame, and probably only a matter of time before that would rust through or weaken it. So probably just going to leave these off. If I do anything, like I said, I'll probably just weld the fenders to the frame directly, but I got ideas that I'm probably not going to put them back on. You can see the other side there without the fender. And yeah, so I'm going to put this wheel back on and probably call it a day on the project today. Got all the old brackets off, the old lights, clean up all my tools here, and call it a day on the project. Next step will just be cleaning it up a little bit more, touching up the paint a little bit with some spray paint, and then putting a deck on it.